Happy Hoarder here, and I am participating in the Home Decor Luxe Club's "'Tis the Season to Sparkle," hosted by Glam Elegant Living's Lady Allie and her co-host. Please check out the links to their channels in the description below. Hi, a Happy Hoarder here, and I've been sorting through some stuff to get rid of, but I grabbed this out of my to-go box because I saw where someone had taken this weird stuff and they ran their lighting through it. So I had this lighting that actually came from the thrift store, but I'm pretty sure it's like Dollar Tree lights, and I just strung it through there. It was pretty easy to do. I did tie off the ends, and now that I'm thinking about it, do I show what I do? I forget. So I tied off the ends just to keep the wire secured, and I have it kind of hooked over, and then I kind of pushed the wire through. Now make sure if you do this that you have plenty of extra material at the end so that you can kind of go through it and make the ends look nice. You kind of reverse it, and it will stay in place. So that's what I did in order to keep the wire secure, and I went ahead and did it on both sides just to make it nice looking. And then I strung it through my centerpiece. Now originally I was going to set my table with china, but I ended up taking all that off, and my husband actually we had dinner there, so I did set two places, and we sat there and ate. But I took all the things off later, and you will see. So I went around looking for stuff that I wanted to put on my table that was blue and silver, and this is a piece that I thrifted recently, and I was just so excited about it. That big base was wonderful. That one is full of glass ornaments, and on the table I had those mirrored ornaments, and I have a lot of these mirrored ornaments. And I had this beautiful blue fabric, and I couldn't find that silver fabric, and then I did. So I redid it, and I incorporated the silver into it. So it's kind of as a base, gave you more reflective surfaces, and then I went back in, and I also added these lighted balls that I have used in a video. If you go back and look at a video that I did for a doll challenge, it was for my Iggy, for name right now, Iggy Boogie. So when I did my Iggy Boogie, I had used these really cool lights that I have, and I put those in the decorations as well. So I experimented with different looks, and this is kind of what, now that I'm looking at my video going, wait, which video is this? Yeah, so this is somewhere in between. So I wanted something simple. I mean, I love red and greens. Those are my favorite, colors. I love decorating in typical Christmas colors all the time anyway. And this is not a color or look I would typically go for. I'm more of a gold person than a silver. And I do kind of like the change. I think it looked very wintry, and I was pretty happy with this. So I incorporated, some more ornaments into it as I kind of built it up. And I also have that beaded garland that I had shown earlier. So, and the thing of like less is more, I kind of went more is more on this one. I just wanted a lot of reflective surfaces, especially since it was going to be so small. And this is my table in beast mode, and that's what I call it when it has both of the leaves in it. It's pretty big. And then I'm hanging 4 chairs out because my other chairs being used somewhere else. And yeah, so that was a lot of fun to put together. But as I was making the video, and I think I edited it out. Now that I've edited this video and go back and do voiceover on another day, I don't even know what I have on my video anymore. But I had something different on yes, you can barely see it. Yeah, there it is. So you see in the back by the window, I have a Santa, and I still have some reds and greens. And I was like, I don't know if I want those still up. So I did take down my Santas. I didn't know if I'd kept that footage in or not. So you will see that change eventually. And of course, I did all this during the day, and I'm looking at the lights going, I don't know if I like that sticking up. So I ended up spending a lot of time zhuzhing this up, but I was actually watching other videos while I was doing it, just people, because I need to catch up, guys. I've been making so many videos and making so many things and decorating this past few months that I'm really behind on all y'all's wonderful videos. So for all the people that I really truly love to support, know that I'm thinking of you. And I'm going to get around to watching your videos because I know you work as hard as I do, and we definitely need to support each other. So for me personally, that lighting situation and why I wanted to kind of, get rid of that ribbon, it just doesn't fit my house. But I still think it's really cool for something, and I wish I had known about something like this. Like when I decorated my kids' rooms for Star Wars and things like that. I love this very futuristic look. And then I took them apart and I had to make another video, and I'm like, I needed this for future. Oh, but I had already taken them apart because I needed the lights for something else. So that was actually a very easy thing, not only to make, it was easy to take apart, obviously. So those were really cute. I like those bees, and those were another thrifted find. The fabric's thrifted. I'm just the little thrift queen. Now, I have friends, and they find much cooler stuff than I do, and I'm amazed, but hey, I'm a small town. Come on, what do you expect? But I do, I love that big vase that I found. That was just one of my wonderful Rolling Hills finds. I think I paid, I want to say $6.75 for that. And it's just a super nice piece. So these, oh yes, I had my reminder there. I pulled all these mirrored ornaments to give to a friend of mine. She used to have these hanging in her trees. I mean, not trees, it was like a flowering, bush or something, but it lost its leaves during the winter. So during the winter, she would put these mirrored balls on that tree, that little shrub, and they were fantastic. I loved them, especially with the winter, they just looked so good. Well, over the years, they start to, all the little mirrors come off. So I gave her those so that she could either pick some of the ones she had or use some. Some of them, even the ones I have, were kind of missing mirrors. So this is a piece I put together when I took down my Santas. And I just grabbed, these are plastic, and these were a bag of things I was about to donate to Rolling Hills. Sorry, Rolling Hills, I got you there a little bit late. But I am going to go ahead and bag them up and send them on their merry way. And they look really good with this. So I love to do the videos during different times of the days, but I do want you to kind of check in the background. Yeah, I've got boxes of stuff. It's a hot mess at my house. I am really rethinking this whole decorating thing because I know this has been really rough between decorating for Halloween to decorating for Thanksgiving to decorating for Christmas. It's like I never had the house without boxes in it. And I know I have friends who feel the same way. So I am kind of going through that sort, if you know what I mean, and making some decisions on how I want to do videos in the future. And I have some plans. I do still want to do the decorating videos because I do love doing it. I love my house being decorated, but I think my new plan is for the next year is to just, table gets decorated once for the whole month. And then sideboard gets decorated once, and then I will just do videos of different areas, but one decoration per month, period. I'm tired of changing it. But I did kind of like how this turned out. I thought it was a lot of fun. Like I said, something different for my house, and we did leave it up for a while. And actually, it's down now because I'm putting away some of my Christmas, just kind of, culling it, and I needed my table. So I'm sorry I didn't get to enjoy it, but I've got a great plan based kind of on this, what I want to do for my New Year's table. So I'm having a little bit of fun with that. So I will be posting one more before, New Year's Eve, because I definitely want a really nice New Year's table. Anyway, so I think it looks so nice at night, and the camera did not give it the justice it deserved. It is actually so much more reflective, y'all. And I tried adjusting my lighting, and if you adjusted it too much, it got to be too bright. You start playing with it and you lose the true intensity and color that you're getting. But it was such a gorgeous, reflective surfaces and really a pretty table. And that's why I take different shots of it to try to give you, get different ideas. I do love this piece. I'm pretty excited about this one. And I'm like, okay, so next year plan is to get the silver balls from the glass ones and just use them on this, because that was so much fun. So I ended up, the ones that I put on the table to try out, I ended up taking them off so that I could use them on this. So I don't know if y'all caught that little change. So I did take something off the table. And I just thought it was just, there's another picture of that, sorry. So it was a lot of fun. But anyway, I know it's like I'm doing a repeat, but these are actually different footages. Like, I don't know why I did it twice, but I did. Oh, different times, just looking at it from different angles. So thank you so much for watching this. And I thank you again for all your support that you have given me this year. I've really appreciated it. I love these challenges because they do get me to think outside the box or do things that I normally wouldn't do. And I really loved how this came together. So anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure you check out the other videos in the description below. And hey, hit that notification button because sometimes I make pretty good videos. Bye!